Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome to Gridforge TD. This was kind of sold to me as an incremental tower defense, which seemed kind of like an interesting concept. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to jump on in. It should have a tutorial. Yes, start by placing a Tetronimo, in other words, a Tetris piece. Select the Tetronimo from your hotbar at the bottom of the screen. Rotate with R or your mouse wheel. Okay, so we can actually like that. And we cannot block them off hard, so they can be placed over lava blocks, but I don't think it actually lets us build on the lava blocks, but I'm not certain. So we'll go ahead and place that there. Now let's place a tower. Left-click the wall you want to place them on. It costs gold. Let's go ahead and drop you there. Now try casting Shockwave. Damages enemies near your cursor. Left-click on the ground. Okay. And it uses up a little bit of that. So we click the Send First Wave. So now we can just, like, zap them if we want to. We can actually, okay, so we just end up getting more enemies, and we just need to wait until there's a decent amount in there for us to do the lovely little zaps. I don't know how many waves there's going to be in this, but we'll find out soon enough. Tutorial over. Upgrade screen. Okay, so we beat the bonus. We got research points. We got difficulty multipliers of absolutely freaking nothing. Let's go ahead and upgrade the screen, though. And we now have larger map, plus 4 health, extra starting Tetronimo. Okay. We have 10 points with which to spend on things. Stack Tetronimos for a 5% buff to tower stats. Lightning tiles. Unlock lightning towers. Towers placed on lightning tiles will do lightning damage. Increase damage by 10%. Towers placed on there will do cold damage. And increases basic tower damage by 10%. Well, I would like more starting gold, first of all. And we can upgrade that several times. Critical hit chances there. We have... Can't afford those, because they require a different currency. So that's going to be a bit of an odd one. I think we go for starting with more money. Yeah, because money's always a good thing in tower defense, right? Right. So we actually start with a bigger map now. We have 2 Tetronimos. We can kind of do, I think, whatever we want with them as far as positioning. We just can't block the path. So what we could do is that. And, oh, it's the wrong direction of those. Well, that sucks. I'm a doomass. Although we could do that. That does give us actually more slots. So we could do there and there. Oh, we don't have the money for it. How much does it cost? I didn't actually see how much we started at. And left click on the ground to use for shock pulse. We don't really have other towers just yet, so let's go ahead and send first wave. We have the shock tower. Blip. Go ahead and zap you guys. We got some gold there. It costs, I believe, 5 gold to do. Okay, so yeah, we just need a little bit of gold. Currently have 10. Okay, now we have 13. Why can I not, there we go. Oh, it costs 10 to do that one. Okay. And we do actually have a limited amount of mana, so I need to be not just spamming that out. And the next one is going to cost probably a decent chunk of money. Oh yeah, it costs 20 to get the next one. Okay, so yeah, the next tower is 20. Click, and yeah, we don't have... Well, we do actually have 20. Let's go ahead and get a second tower there. Just for a bit more damage. And I think we just took some damage there. Yeah, we did. That sucks. And we can refund towers for free. We're gonna... Oh, we lost. Okay, go to the upgrade screen. We actually... I think we end up just getting... Yeah, okay. So that one costs 10. This one costs 10 for the next level of it. That one costs 15 for the first one. I'm not sure I necessarily want to go for that. I think we want to go for more tower damage. And faster fire rate is always good for that. Add 1 row to the map. So that's going to help us increase the size of the map as well. Let's go ahead and get... we got 21 points. I think we grab you. Grab some range. I think range is going to be more important than even fire rate at this point, because we were having just the issue of it not firing at stuff. Okay, so we have the straight Tetronimo and this. So we can kind of go like you. And then push them down this way. That way they have full exposure on a lot of these fronts. And we will go with that spot first. So start first wave. Okay, and we'll just go ahead and start the next wave because we don't have enough to get another tower. That costs 15 to get the next tower. And I think getting them on these corners might actually be the ideal location. But I'm not entirely certain. Okay, that should be able to take out those because they're softened. They're fine. Go ahead and get ourselves a second tower there. I should have zapped him on that first corner. And then we can come down here, get both of them, and finish it off. There we go. And it does do an increasing cost per thing. So we have to be kind of aware of that. And I sadly cannot do anything really with this. So can I actually... Yeah, I can just press escape to get out of that. Okay, so we have one more zap. There we go. Now we have enough for another tower. That's going to go probably right there. I do definitely need more range. Because at the moment, we just are not doing nearly enough damage at a distance. Because things are just getting through and being complete jackholes. That red orb thing is concerning me. Because it is a durable buddy. Yeah, we need more life as well. So we're making progress. It's just not as much progress as I would like. Could start with more money. I do think we want to be adding rows. And a column. And there's our health one. Okay, so we can actually get some health. And that looks like a good start. I am intrigued at how they're incrementing up, oddly enough. Because at the moment, it's not always best to just take this one. Like, this one's starting gold by 2, chance for double. Oh, never mind. Yes, it is always best. Okay, never mind. I'm a dumbass. I wasn't reading them. I was looking at the icons. Okay, so you probably want to be like so. And then we'll have you be right there. And this will get us a nice little shot spot there. I think. Path length is only 14, but we'll be fine. I should probably be pressing F to pay respects. We need 15 for the next tower, by the way. And the more corners we have, the closer we can kind of cluster them up for our lovely little zap right there. So having them not necessarily go with the long snakes and instead go for the zigzags might be to our advantage early on. And the music is actually really kind of chill. And last one. There we go. And we have 19. We're 1 away from that. So we need 1 piece of freaking gold. Then we can get another one of you guys. Yeah, more towers. We definitely need more income from the enemies as well. So we can actually last a little bit longer. Because right now, we're just not getting far enough in. And yeah, those red ones are just like, nah, we can't do anything about it. So this is kind of our limit right now. I'm not sure how we upgrade the difficulty either. Okay, so we could do more damage. We could do more fire rate. We could do more range. I think we still haven't gotten those, sadly. I'm going to go with grab health regen and see if there's something after that. There is not. I'm going to keep going for a bit more range, and we don't have enough for anything else. So I see how it's incremental. I'm not immediately sold on the current strategy. think we go like that. And get you because you cover more of the path. Oh, we can press F to just start the first wave as well. Okie dokie. That's fine. That is just the advance wave button, and it works whenever there's not that sign up there. So they could just basically have done that one initially and just had that be on their little listing. Is there a way to upgrade these? It says the stack Tetronimos to increase the damage. We currently don't have that thing set up, really. I mean, we do to an extent, but not as much as we would particularly like. Oh no, we took damage. Okay, so we have you available. So that's going to increase their path length at least. As soon as we start seeing the red dots, we're kind of boned. Yep, there they are. Can we actually destroy one of the red dots? I don't know. I think we actually already just did. And yes, I am spreading them out intentionally. That way we can kind of deal with a whole lot of stuff. We're going to die on this wave, by the way. Because we don't heal enough per second to overcome actually leaking. So I'm moving the fan closer to me because it is hot as balls. Let's go and upgrade. We got 43. So we do have, we're getting enough to actually do some stuff. Let's go ahead and shock pulse damage up. Regeneration. Oh, mana regen speed. Radius is up. That would actually be really solid for us. Let's go for... I'm going to go for fire rate. So that's actually maxed out now. I will eventually go for the Tetronimos stacking. We don't have it yet. So it telling us that is kind of pointless. Okay, so as far as the direction on this one, this is actually awful. So if you go like that, we go with one there and send the first wave. I need to up the damage of this as well. I'm just going to keep the wave coming as quick as possible. Go ahead and set one there. I need to get more mana regen for sure. Because if I want to actually beat these waves, I'm going to need to do more than... Oh, wow. Oops. I just accidentally minimized the window there. So you are going to go like that. There's another tower. We're probably about to see the red orbs. If I had to take a wild guess. Money is going to be another big thing that we want to invest in. I'm not sure which direction is the most optimal yet. It's one of those things where it's like, is this the direction we want to go? Do we want to go towards zaps? Do we want to go towards more bullet damage? Do we want to go towards... I need an AoE tower is what I need. That's what would actually sell it for me. And we did. We're getting more points each time. But yeah, this seems like it's going to be the one that we want. We'll take a shock pulse radius. We're gonna... I'm gonna go for... Let's go for more tower range. And a mana recharge. And an increased max mana. Okay, percent of cursor damage also steals mana from enemies. Ooh, intriguing. So we have mana leech as well. It's not giving me as many of the nice things as before. So I am going to go... We're going to block that off. We're going to do one there. Let's see. The range on that is getting decent. Okay, so we don't have as much of an issue with, okay, is it going to actually be able to hit the line anymore? As much as we have an issue of, are we going to do enough damage? I would like to get it to be slightly... I mean, we have max attack speed now. We're getting close to max range. If not, we might actually be at max range as well. I don't know yet. I do think the progression needs to ramp up a little bit. Just to make things feel a little bit more like we're making progress each time. Because right now, for the most part, it feels like, oh, I've made a little bit of progress. But not enough to really justify... It does not release the maximum dopamine, if that makes sense. And sometimes you want it to release the maximum dopamine. And there you go. They're doing okay. I'm just going to keep on top of this ball here. Soften up the normal ones while our guys do the rest of the work. Man, that is actually disturbing looking. Yeah, we're gonna die. I shouldn't have just spammed it like willy-nilly like that. That was me being a dumbass. And just horsing around. Okay, so we have max range. We have max fire rate. Let's go ahead and get max damage. Oh! So once you max that out, it opens up another one. Okay, so we can continue up on damage a little bit. Do I want a bigger map? Right now, it doesn't really matter that much. So we want you going down. And then probably... Let's go ahead and block you there. And send the first wave. And yeah, we do need to up our lightning damage just a pinch. Just a little bit right there. Gosh golly gee willikers. And get you... this one's not a good formation for us, by the way. Yeah, we're going to keep that going up like there. Get another tower. And then we'll set one over here next one we get. Just so we have one shooting at them at the start as well. But this is mainly our last little wave. I'm kind of saddened that we can't just dump a second one on top of it to get more dangage. There you go. So, like, double stack these to make this into a double shot tower or something. Seems like it would not be a terrible idea. And it seems like this is the strength we want for dealing with the diamonds. Whereas the balls... busting the balls takes a little bit more work. So, I am going to focus in just on zapping the balls. So we have another one of you. I don't think we're going to survive this wave. Mainly because 2 balls. Oh, no, we might be able to survive those. Yeah, we survived them, surprisingly. Intriguing. So, I wonder if the prize for wave 10 is that currency that we have not seen yet. That very well could be it. We do have a nice bit of a volley going there. Oh, and they took that out. Sweet. Okay, so we are actually being able to stop the balls. This is wave 10, though. Do we get that currency on wave 10, or is this a much later wave kind of thing? Do we actually survive this wave? I don't know. We already have the next wave ready to come in. But I don't think we survive this one because of how many balls are right there. Yeah, we die. Oh, no, we surprisingly survived. More towers. I should have been placing it before that, but... let's go ahead and get you, just for more firepower there. We do have this, but there isn't really a place for us to put it where it's actually going to be advantageous to us. Yeah, we're dead. So we didn't get one of those currencies, which kind of makes me a little bit on the sad side. Might get a little bit more from all that. We got 119, so we survived for 3 minutes. What is this currency? Part of me wishes that whenever in these games, this is a problem that pretty much all... Oh, wait. Never mind. We somehow got it to actually show it. 80% upgrades earned by defeating the boss, wave 15. Okay, so wave 15. So... I think we go for more money. A little bit of damage there. And you know what? Let's go ahead and get that Tetrinimo stacking. New Tetrinimos generate 5% faster. Okay, so we get those just over time. That's fine. We could actually go for the crit hit chance as well. Don't know why that's off the money. That's kind of an odd place for it. Okay, as far as the location that we want to go, could go... I think we just want to be doing like this. It doesn't increase the length of the path very much, which is unfortunate, but I think we'll be okay. And that is doing a really good job of just popping these guys. And they are dropping a decent amount of money now. Sweet. Okay, so you guys can go like that. So we definitely need way more of our towers. Although, I do think that this is going to work out better than before. Because we are actually stopping them before they even get through the tower waves, and we're not having to waste our mana on the diamonds. I should soften them up just a little bit, though. Okay, so this one does not work well for me. Because we can't actually place it on top of our tower. So I think we just place it there and let the next one regenerate. Just for the sake of getting a little bit more progress. And it keeps giving me that damn shape. This is our kill box, so that's pretty much where we have to be focusing. The regeneration on that's not bad. Just naturally. There we go. Oh, I kind of wish we had the stick, sadly. The just long 4-length one. Tetronimos are all kind of the same 4 square kind of thing going on. Okay, so this... If only I could place it right there, but it would block this. Let's go with... I guess there? We'll just get more towers just along the way. Until we get a long straight piece, we're just... There we go. Thank you, game. At least gives us a little bit more survivability. We might actually hit 15 on this one. I'm not positive. The increased gold income is helping us a ton. And being able to have as many towers going across these as we would like is probably even better. Let's go ahead and just double those up so they do more damage. I think that increases the crit chance. Or is... No, it's just a 5% damage. Okie dokie. That's fine. And there is a cap to it, I believe. So do we get to the boss wave and actually get ourselves our first diamond so we can upgrade and get different types of towers? I do think that they should have made it so the towers came in sooner, but this is still fine. I don't know if we're actually going to get to the boss wave, but we're definitely getting closer. That one we can't actually do there, but we can do it like that. We would need another straight line to be able to actually hit this one spot. So do have to keep that one in mind. Oh, that spot there that we get more tower punch out of. 5% extra damage. It looks like we can only get up to level 1 because that's what we've invested in. Okay, so that's solid. Do I get... I guess we could put one there for a little bit more early damage. Soften stuff up as it comes out the door. Okay, next tower... Actually... Yeah, right there. So now we're starting to just stack up hard along the path. I will add more as we get more money. Like, I'll stack one there. But at this moment, it's all about getting more damage on each of them. Obviously, we can only stack them so high. But... let's go with that one because it's going to have more coverage. Oh, we've got big diamonds now. And they still only do 1 damage. So if we let those leak, it's not the end of the world. Let's go with some damage there. It'll get this corner, but mostly it's just to finish off the things that get close to that. Next target is going to be a U. Then we'll work on getting these other ones up here kind of squared away. I'm really not sure what the boss wave is going to be like. We are getting close to seeing it. I need to probably save my mana a little bit. Maybe soften up the squares every now and then. Our recovery speed is not massive. As long as we're only leaking a little bit, I think I'll be fine. Okay, so you need to go there. Okay, so we got rid of that, and here comes the boss. That's as much damage as my... We are not going to survive the boss. I think we'll get the boss maybe to about, what, 50%, if that? 58%. Blech. So, we need more damage. That sucked. Okay, so we could do Tetronimo stacking to max that out. We could get more money. But at this point... Actually, it feels like we might want to be going for these. Get as much as we can there. Increase the regeneration so we can actually move up that way. So now we have a slightly bigger map. Eventually we will have a feckin' massive map. Okay, so we got you. Got you. Start on that square there, and start. We can actually speed it up if we want to. So that's actually fine. Does it actually speed up? Yeah, it speeds up our generation too. That's good. Okay, so we want to be going down next. And then we probably want to bring them up to this part. This part up here. Okay, so you... We're gonna try and make the layout first. Which shouldn't be too hard to do. Because we can go... Oh, wait, that's facing the wrong way. That sucks. But... we want to be leading them up this way next. And then back down. That way we have a nice zigzag going on. I'll block off that spot down there with probably this one. Or do we go for the hard line? No, I think we block this one off right away. So for the most part, our towers are fine. They're actually doing decent damage now that we have stuff kind of working for us. Go up that way. Set up another tower there. And set one up over here, too. Hopefully there's no flying enemies eventually. That would kind of suck for us. We will go just more down that corridor. You are actually shaped correctly. There we go. Now we have more damage on those. And you should be able to bump that up. And we can get them up several amounts because we can stack them so fast. So we're going to be focusing in on this central area here just a little bit. Just for maximizing this damage. This is going to be our big damage zone. Go ahead and get another one there. And it's 5%, so I'm not hating it. It's 5% per thing. I don't know if there's a limit, what limit we have on it right now. I don't think I've invested too much into it, have I? Okay, so we'll go with that slot next. These are not as strong. We will get them there soon. Yeah, it's up to 3 right now. Which means that we should actually be able to handle the 15 guy. This can go like so. Actually, let's go like that. Because I want them like all just completely on this central tower, completely jacked up. Full strength. Maximum power. And if things start getting to the end, that's how we know we failed. Okay, so you can go there. And these basically have pretty much full coverage on the enemies right now, which works out like a champ for us. I need to bump up these because we've invested a lot into that spot as well. So that's going to mean going like that. Just to get their damage up. So we can get rid of the trash faster. And here's the boss. And I will bump those up. We got it about halfway. I need the next little bit of gold. I can actually get more damage on it here. I don't think we've got it. I think we are close, but I think it's going to be just out of range for us to kill it. It's going to be at like 12%. Yep. Damn you! Close, but no cigar. So max you out. Max you out. We got that up to 3. Do we go even higher on that? Yes. And then we go for more money, I believe. Actually, no, we'll go Tetronimo Generation. And more starting money. I'm not worried about our max life. Right now, we are not really struggling to handle the enemies in this part of it. So I think I'm just trying to think of the best path through. I'm thinking we go like that, then force them down after our first one. That means that that was a bad placement, but I think we actually do want to force them down this way, go back up this way, back down here, and then around the bottom. And we can force them back up next to this. Can we actually... Oh, it costs 5 gold to delete a wall. Okay, so we actually can manipulate it a bit more. So if I go like that, we can actually get a wall here and get them to go back across up here. So we block that bottom path. We are actually getting to a decent-sized map now. Not tiny. Okay, so the next wave goes that way, so this actually gets forced back into that. I think we're doing a little bit better. Then we need to force this back down this way so it can come down like that. I am going to go damage there. And then we just get that forced pathing down there. And hope for the best. They're doing pretty good at giving me money, at least. That's going to be one of our focus points right there. We actually can... Oh, I can see how we can tell how many dots we have left. Just the number of dots on the actual thing. So this is going to be our high damage zone. Let's go with there for some more. I think... As far as our next path, we go... You know what? I will go ahead and get that down there. I'm going to just set it to be fast regardless. Just for sanity's sake. But this is going to be our first kill box, so we need to pretty much max everything else out there. As much as we can get there is going to be nice. That way we actually have reasonable amounts of damage coming in on enemies. We can set up a little bit of damage through here. This top path, not terribly useful. But it's there. It'll damage them on the way through. And you keep pumping up that. I definitely want to get as much damage on this front line as possible, though. I am, however, going to take a drink. Because I didn't realize we've been at this for half an hour already. And I need to stay hydrated, folks. Maximum damage. I think that one is at max now. Yeah, level 7. So it's 41% damage there, 34 on those. They're doing okay. Actually go there. And I will get this one damaging... Yeah, pretty much that entire corner is fine. And yeah, getting just consistent damage throughout is not a bad thing. And there's the boss wave. Go and get you. We're doing enough damage to probably kill it, hopefully. Yeah, our little lightning shock thing does fuck all. Yay! Endless mode. Actually, we're going to end the run. Go to the upgrade screen. We got our diamond. So we get lightning tiles or ice tiles. I think we're going to do ice tiles first. Cold tower damage increases ice Tetronimo generation speed by 10%. So we can actually create those. So it's not like it's just a random little thing. Critical hit chance is not a bad one. I'm going to go for like double gold though first. We're going for the monies, and then we'll go for more damage. Oh, and we actually even just start with an ice one. Sweet. So I think we want to go up. and then go down like this. Push them around those lava blocks. But let's see what Ice Guy do. I don't know if that it's doing 50 damage. We'll see how that compares to normal stuff in a little bit. And I think I am going to get rid of that one. I'm going to shove them back up along this way. That way, we have a fairly nice placement for the enemies to get wrecked at. We can also get diamond ones generating soon, too, which would be really, really nice. So more damage. Let's go ahead and get you going there. I could lead them back to the right a little bit. Something kind of like that. And then block them off here. Just so we have ice and non-ice going on. And I think our next spot is... yeah, back down this way. And that does apparently, I think, slow them down, because we have that little ring on them. So ice, not a bad thing to have. We'll grab ice there. Ice, ice, baby. And yeah, this is going pretty solidly. We do have varying damage on these. But I do think ice might have been the right choice for the damage. And does this revert it back? Yes, it does. Okay, so we have to be aware of that. Because if we're stacking them up, we need to actually be considering what the last one we put on there was. So if we want, like, ice towers, we need to have ice be the last one that we put on that spot. So leveling it up with the gray towers and then swapping it over to blue seems like the way to go. So if we go like there, now we can actually just kind of mess with those as blues. And I will go for... I hate that we can't just place it like kind of off the edge, but... 'tis what it is, because that's what it is. Oh, I think we do just continue doing that. So, do we go into endless mode this time? You know what? I think I might. We can go back to ice there. Get more frosties. I think we do continue leveling these up over here. And then reapply a blue on top of them. So... it is one of those things where I have to kind of consider, like, what I'm putting where. Our frost towers, their range... oh, wait, does that increase their range whenever it gets stacked up? Or do these just have naturally higher range? Because that thing goes all the way out to there, but this one doesn't reach it. So I am intrigued, at least. Here comes the boss. I don't think we actually have nearly as much oomph this time around. Mainly because I've been getting distracted by trying to buff them up, rather than paying attention to where I'm placing stuff. Let's go ahead and bump those. Yeah, we might not actually beat him this time. Which kind of sucks a little bit, but it's okay, I guess. There's more damage on him. Nope, we've lost. If we survive this, it's going to be really blasting. Oh, no, we got it. Endless run. See how long Endless can go for. Because we've gotten a decent distance into this. We've gotten progress. We got a silver or diamond or whatever it's called. I'm curious if there's going to be another resource later on, or if this is the kind of stretch of the demo. I do hope that later on we do end up getting more unique enemies, more areas we can kind of mess with, more punchiness as a possibility. Gonna keep just bumping that up. Let's go ahead and increase our damage output along these walls. Do they just continue? Yeah, they do not stop coming. They are the permanents. Let's go ahead and get you boosted. And I will go with there. Yeah, figure out where to place stuff so you get these levels up is not challenging per se, but I have to stop and think about, am I going to override that blue, or should I just keep it on gray, or should I keep it a little bit weaker? Okay, so you guys go like that. These do DPS of 5 cold. This does max DPS 123. This max DPS 149. So this is actually higher DPS. I don't know if that's just because it's higher level base. Could very well be. It does seem like cold is shorter range. Next shot location, gonna be there. Let's just go ahead and... I think we need more kill on this, like, back line. So I'm gonna go like that. Get us a bit more damage. These still hit that line, so that's a good spot for it. This one's gonna be another good one as well. I think eventually we could reach a point where we just don't lose. Just because of the sheer amount of towers we can have zigzagging. Eventually they're gonna have enough life because it is incremental and endless. But... oh, that one might actually get through. They're starting to break through, Captain. We can't take much more of this. Oh, nope, it does actually just show that there's another wave coming. Get that going. More blue. And yeah, this is where we die. But we should get a ton of resources from that. We should get another diamond. I don't know if we only get a diamond the first time we kill a certain tier of boss, but no, we got it. Another one, upgrade screen. So that gets us our lightning one. Lightning increases lightning generation, lightning tower range. Fire rate is a percentage of base tower fire rate. Now the question is... enemies take extra damage for each tile traveled. That's one more column. We're actually getting to be a fairly large map. I will increase the cold tower damage. There's the cold tower fire rate. I'm not sure which one we should be doing. Okay, yeah, now the maps are getting reasonably sized. So I think the path we want them to take on the right-hand side is probably up. So that means that's a job for you. And then we block them off down there. We get cold, we get lightning, we get a friend. And we get to see what kind of attack the lightning towers do. What attack doth... oh, well, it is a just standard lightning attack. I don't know if it's AoE or not, is the thing that I'm curious about. Doesn't look like it. So we're going to go with an ice there. Start working them down this way. And I do want to turn on the faster run. Okay, so you go like that. Then I think you go... I think there is fine for that. Then we go like this. That way we have a decent little zigzag for them to travel around. Because the more just walking they have to do, the better it is for us. So that one goes up here. Then we cordon them off that way. Probably should have done the gray one first, just as a heads up. We're actually getting a decent amount of money here, so it's like, okay, I need to consider the path we are taking. Okay, so that goes there. And yeah, I don't mind overlapping them, just to get different kinds of effects going. Do we want... I think we want that. And then we have you there. Lightning there. Square can shove them... Oh, Square cannot shove them in there. Because I wanted to shove them back to the right over here. What we could do is double up these walls so it'd be easier for us to level them up power-wise. Obviously... Oh, wait, we can do this. We can actually block off of that. That way it forces them over to this side so we can actually get a double use out of the lightnings there. Let's go with another one of you there. A little bit more pathage down there. Yeah, the more zigzags we can do, the better life is going to be. We can't block off the path. I think we actually want you there. And then we'll zigzag them back up this way. And get them to go up and down like that. They're still not getting anywhere near the end of our path. I just want to get stuff situated before the boss arrives. Okay, so that's going up. Can we go... I think we just double that up. And get you like that. I think that's going to be the best we can do right now. We could theoretically open this up and have them go do like that and have a little hook. And get rid of that and that. And then block this off. Then have them go around like that. I think that is the maximum we'll be able to do. Now it's just a matter of leveling up all of our blasted blocks so we can do more work with less space. I'm just going for get as much damage out there and as many boosts as possible. I'm not worried about them being a specific color right now. I think ultimately I would like them to all be lightning and blues, but at this moment, that isn't really beneficial for us to worry about it being a specific type of damage. Okay, so those are getting close to maxed out. 7 out of 7, okay. Big block is moving. We need to probably bump up here. I meant to put that one lower, but still. We should be able to get another tower down before he gets up to this part. Because we actually have towers back here at the very beginning that haven't gotten to do anything. I mean, at the very end that have not been able to do anything yet. So I do think we will be able to get the boss. And you go there. Those should be maxed out. Looks like it. Let's go for probably the next one down here, just to have a little bit more firepower on that spot. Endless mode, definitely. I want to see if we get another boss at 30. Because if we do, that would make farming a little bit easier. Okay, it would make it a lot bit easier. Let's go with you. And yeah, as soon as we get enough for another tower, we're immediately just dropping it in along the main path. Because we do have decent income boosts. A little bit more there. You guys keep bumping that up. I think generally the places where I really want to be boosting it is like here, here, and here, but I have a hard time placing them there due to how they're oriented. But whenever I get them into some of these other spots, I'm not going to complain. And I do want to get this fully populated. Like, these end pieces seem like really good spots to populate. Anything that has a double overlap on paths would be good as well. So this, I guess, goes there. We're going to go and turn that lightning, get this to max out. Or anything where they're, like, on a corner for a long time. This one has a 3-facing. Like, these end ones are 3 sides. These are 2 sides, because they hit enemies on 2 sides of them. This will hit them on, basically... Well, not quite. This one will hit them on 3 sides. These will hit them on 3 sides. We obviously don't have any way to do... Well, no. I think the closest to a 4-side would be this one, and we'd need more range on it. Another tower there. I think we'll want to turn that into lightning. This is the 3-side, that's the 3-side. But yeah, to get a 4-side, you would have to go under... Oh, yeah, this one's close. This one might be a 3-side. Kind of hard to level it up, but... Go ahead and dump you there. And we'll go like that to turn them into lightning. I think those have the same range as the cold, unfortunately. But... yeah, our main kill spots, we want as many exposed sides to the enemy as possible so that they're constantly able to fire on them. Yeah, we'll start leveling that up. You go there. And as long, whenever they start getting down here, then I'll start worrying a little bit about leveling up there, but right now I think we're good to get to 30. But I'm not positive on it yet. And this should go there. You go like so. Yeah, just get as much in this bottom part as possible. As many levels up as we can get will ensure that we actually get further into this. Get that to cold. And switch it over to lightning, I think, like so. And we have them kind of floating around. This one might be... These are all going to be good ones to drop a tower into. Because that's going to be significantly more damage. I'm not entirely sure that going for ice and stuff is the best option either at this point, because it's kind of seeming like maybe we should be going for long range, just normal cannons, and then lean into lightning, kind of as lightning and ice as kind of supports. Let's go. We'll do all the squares there. What do we have as far as other options? Not a ton. Think we go... We'll go like that. Get those almost maxed out. I do want this fully populated soon. We are getting a decent amount of lightning going. Okay, now we're up like shit creek without a paddle. Because we have no real way to damage these guys at the very end. And we die. Yeah, we're definitely dead. We got to 27. So there's not much we can do other than just accept our fate at that point. Could do Tetronymous, stacking even further. It costs 100 each, which is quite a bit. We could go cold tower damage up. I think we go basic tower damage up, and it does not go up any further. Let's see what the crit chance. So damage bonus. So now we have crits going for us. Seeing we have the regeneration time that reduces it. Could increase the cold tower fire rate as well. Cold tower range. This doesn't seem to unlock more things. This does. So I'm liking this so far. I do see a lot of promise here, but I think we've exhausted pretty much what the demo has available for us. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what they add in the full version. I do hope that the endless mode gets us more bosses eventually. We could try pushing for 30 to see if it does, but I'm not entirely sure it will. Another thing I would like to see is possibly, and this would actually add to the incremental nature of it and make it feel more consistently engaging. One, speed up the amount of unlocks we have as far as new towers. Give us more variety of new towers. A fire one would be nice. Some AoEs, that kind of stuff. Or one that automatically fires your lightning at the nearest enemy. That would actually be kind of a neat little synergy between this square, well, not this square, this area of boosts and the towers. And I would love to see possibly the ability to invest in your skill tree while the towers are going on. I know that would be trickier to program, but it would make it more in line with other incremental games, because then you'd be able to stay on the same map. And as you grow, oh no, enemies have new paths, but I can put down new Tetronymous. That'd actually be kind of neat. But either way, keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath. Bye.